What's up, squad? I got the Steel Challenge Stage Showdown set up behind me here. I'm going to go through some strings, talk through some fundamentals, what I think you need to know to run this with a rifle. Let's get into it. So on Showdown, you've got two boxes, left box and a right box. You have to shoot 2 strings from one and 3 from the other. You can do that in any order that you want, and you can start on any side that you want. But at the end of your stage, you have to have shot 3 from one and 2 from the other. I'm going to start on the left box with 3 strings and then go over to the right box and shoot 2 strings. But you can do this in whichever order that you'd like. Now you've got 2 18 by 24 inch plates at 25 yards, 2 10 inch plates at 10 yards, and 1 12 inch stop plate at 12 yards. The way that I shoot this is from left to right, straight across. So back, front, and then the stop plate. Now very similar as far as placement in the box. For the left-hand side, where I like to start is the right front corner of the box. Very similar to what I do on Roundabout. If you haven't watched that video, go check out the video on Roundabout. There's some same concepts that apply here. Now the reason why we're doing that is because we want to bring plate 1 and 2 as close together as possible, and you'll see why once we start shooting. So as always, first thing I'm going to do is get my foot placement where I want it and do some dry runs through the stage. So I come up on that back left, plate 1, go to 2, 3, 4, and then the stop plate. Now, pro tip on this, going from plate 1 to 2, I got this from another Grandmaster shooter that I shoot with very often. If you're watching this, you know who you are. Is I pick a dark spot on that back left plate that's going to get me as close in line with plate 2 as possible. So I can come straight over to this plate after my first shot and be hopefully right where I want to be already. Let's run some strings. We'll go from B up through Grandmaster, push it a little bit, see if we can make some mistakes and talk through those. So B is at 292. Let's run some. All right, so that was a 225. That'll put you actually right into A. Drop it down a little bit, put a B string in there. All right, there's your 235. So that'll put you high B, A's at 233. Let's run a couple more in that B class to A class range. All right, there's another 238. So that's going to be a high B. So at this point, we would switch boxes and shoot 2 from the other side. I'm going to shoot some more strings from this side, and then I'll switch over and we'll talk through some strings over there. Now again, what I'm trying to do is pick a dark spot or a shot that I already hit on that back left plate that's going to line me up with plate 2. All right, that was a 230. If you notice there, so that'll put you right in the A class range, excuse me. Now, if you notice there, what I did is I sped up that second shot, very similar to what I do on Roundabout. So if you're trying to break into that A in master class range, break the stage down into 2 sections. Plates 1 and 2 on the left side, 3 and 4 on the right side. So now what I'm going to try to do is break that shot between 1 and 2 faster, and then keep the same cadence on 3 and 4, and just try to get my time up enough to get higher into the A class or into master. All right, there's your 213. So that's high A, masters at 206. All right, so 196. So that's going to be your master string right there. Now I don't think I really sped up any faster on 3/4 in the stop plate than I did when I was running those the A strings or the high B strings. I just tried to get in plates 1 and 2 at a faster cadence. And that's really why you want to try to get as close to the far right front corner of this box as you comfortably can. All right, let's push it a little bit, see if we can get into that Grandmaster level and even past that. I'll probably make some mistakes at that point and we can talk through them. All right, so that was a 180. So that puts you right into the Grandmaster range. Grandmaster's at 184. See if we can get a couple more of those in. All right, that's a 172. So that gets you pretty good in the Grandmaster. Now, as you can notice here, I've added in 3/4 in the stop plate to be faster. Now listen to the cadence on these next shots. All right, a 172. I think I had a miss on that back right plate. What I was really going for was a cadence. And when you start to get faster in those Grandmaster times, what you'll notice is that the split times between each shot isn't much different. And that's why you really want to be able to line these up and be able to come straight across them at a really consistent cadence. I definitely had a miss on that back right plate. Now, if you were a taller shooter, you know, getting low enough to get these plates level with each other might be a little bit challenging, but that's what you want to try to do, specifically as a rifle shooter, is try to get these lined up so that you do not have to go up and down through the plates, so that you can line up on that back plate and just run them straight across. Another 179. Another 179. So I've been running this quite a bit today, and that seems to be where my comfortability is, between 179 and 185. Like I was talking about with the cadence, the split times there, first shot was a 65, second shot was a 19, a 40, 27, and a 28. So you can see they're, you know, within the 10th of each other coming across there. Let's shoot some in the right box and talk through that. All right, now we switched over to the right side box, and essentially everything's just going to be in reverse. So instead of left to right, I'm going to shoot this right to left. Still back front, and the stop plate. Now, same thing, I'm going to go in the left front corner of this box and try to bring plates 4 and 3 close together. Now, one of the things you want to do if you're in a match doing this is you're allowed to take another sight picture from this side, or whichever side that you switch to second. So make sure you take the time to do that, because the target orientation is going to be backwards. Now, what I want to do with this particularly is I want to make sure I'm lining up good on that back left target, because I know for me personally, and probably for a lot of right-handed shooters, the right to left transition is going to be a little bit more challenging than left to right. Now again, I'm going to try to pick a darker spot on the plate, the back right plate, to line up with plate number 3. That was a 199. That was a 179. Now, as you can see with that from the cadence, I'm actually kind of using that broken up technique there, where I'm breaking off the right side from the left right now, because that's where my comfortability is, and I'm trying to make sure I don't miss on that back left plate, or the front left for that matter. And 174. That was 195. So those are some of the things I think you need to know in the fundamentals to be able to shoot Showdown with a rifle from B up through Grandmaster. If this was helpful for you, like the video, drop a comment below, let me know how you like to shoot Showdown or what you're working on with it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Shoot fast and shoot often.